brought them out and then reached out for the wisdom tooth and tugged. I said, "Sir, I could feel a pain." He said, "Are you sure it's real pain?"
Hello, welcome to Health and Gist with Amara. Yeah, I'm still from Amarachi, and today, in fact, let me start from welcoming my guest. If today is the first time being here on this channel, you are very much welcome. And if you've been following me all along, you guys have been great. Thank you so much. You are also definitely welcome. Today, I have a very important guest in our midst, and she's now missed because it's not like I'm not the only one enjoying her here. I'm sure you guys gonna enjoy her too at the end of this video. And when I told her that I don't think, in fact, me myself, I did not know that she would be my very first guest on this channel. I just thought it's gonna be somebody else and all that, but it happened that she's the one, and I didn't even inform her when I was doing my previous video. So but right here, I had to drag her. Like, she has no option now, of course. So, but she's there, and she told me that she must slay in the video. So, I don't know, guys. See your slay queen here.
Oh God.
So,
I'm not, guys.
okay, so she's not a slay queen. Okay, so
I'm not your slave queen because I'm still learning.
oh, she said she's still learning. Okay, so but that's it. So if you watched, if you followed me on, like, sorry, if you saw my previous video, you would not have been engaging guys in a very important and exciting health conversation on impacted wisdom tooth. And so I told you in the previous video that my sister experienced that firsthand about 2 weeks ago, and I felt the best I can give you guys is just gonna be theory. And since she had an experience of that, I thought, let me just bring her over to the channel and let her just gist us firsthand what she experienced within that period. That's both the three phases: the pre-surgical experience, the surgical experience itself, and the post-surgical experience. And we are very much happy. Like, I'm very much happy, and I'm sure you guys are also going to be very much happy for having her here on my show. Is it a show? On my channel, guys. In fact, that's actually a show. Yeah, but that's by the way. So I think we need to do basic introduction. And yeah, this is our first interview session on my channel. So I think that's what makes it very special to have her here on this channel. Okay, so I think we'll just do basic introductions because I don't know. This is my first interview session, and I hope I'm doing it well. So, what is your name? Like, tell us your name.
Chiamaka.
They did not hear you. Be audible.
Chiamaka.
Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Okay, so she said her name is Chiamaka. I don't want to be reiterating what you said, so please very odd for my guests to hear you. So
she knows I'm soft spoken, like.
Yeah. The soft-spoken ones. So her name is Chiamaka, and please, you would be telling us. I'll divide my interview session today into basic three parts: the pre-surgical experience, the surgical experience itself, and then the post-surgical experience. So can you please, with audible voice, please, guys, like I'm begging her now, please tell us how your pre-surgical experience went for you.
Okay. It was last 2 weeks Wednesday, right?
I think so.
So
In the lockdown already then. Yeah.
Yes. So I felt this swelling in my mouth in the morning when I was about to brush my teeth. It was in the morning, like I was trying to brush my teeth in the morning, and I felt a swelling here on this part of my jaw, the lower part of my right jaw. So usually when you close your mouth, what you notice is like your tooth, lines up. Your teeth lines up to the
like
other
jams.
teeth. Yes. But this time, I felt like a jaw to jaw overlap at the extreme of my mouth. So I knew that wasn't normal. So I don't know. why I used my index finger to reach out to that part and like press the swelling down. I don't know if it's placebo effect or anything, but I felt better after doing that and there was no pain whatsoever. Then by evening when I was having my a nap, this pain in my mouth kept waking me up intermittently and then I would get force myself back to sleep. But then one time it was so much, it was so grave, I woke up, the pain woke me up and then my cousin was in my room because this is actually my room. I don't know if she told you guys in the previous video.
Yeah.
So my cousin was then I told her to help me call my sister Amara because she's the only person in the medical line in this house. So yes, we get to use her free of charge, pro bono. So I called her, I said that I feel a pain at this side of my jaw. And she's like, I think you have sores, you're lacking vitamin C and everything that you should take. Is it high strength vitamin C?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, I think she was in the middle of something. So she left my room and I was by myself and used my tongue to feel that area. And it didn't feel like a sore, an open sore to me. So I looked it up and I looked it up on Google. Why is it come after my molars paining me? And then there were possible options and I saw impacted wisdom tooth. I was like, okay, let me check my mouth to see what exactly the activity going on in my mouth. Then I used my phone touchlight and a mirror and then I saw a tooth springing up from that gum. I was like, this could be what is causing the problem. And meanwhile, guys, I was still in so much pain, but I had to do a self-diagnosis, guys.
Yeah.
It's self-caused self-diagnosis.
Yeah, she was right. She self-diagnosed herself because I don't know. Yeah, she tried for that one actually.
Yeah, so I went out to meet her. She was in the kitchen. Then I told her, I think I know what's wrong with me. I don't think I need high strength. Is it high strength or strength?
High strength missing.
High strength vitamin C. That this is what's wrong with me. Impacted wisdom tooth, and then she took it off from there.
No, I was like, okay, I thought, okay, let's go and meet my parents because I think probably I would explain more to them as a health practitioner. So I met them and told them blah blah blah. I told you guys on the previous videos. If you've not watched the previous video, go back and go and watch the previous video. So I told them what was wrong with her, and okay, they now decided that they would take her to meet a dentist the next day. So the next day, after devotions, we were now contemplating on where. I think that was the next day.
Yes.
Yeah, we were contemplating on where we would want her to visit because personally, my parents would have preferred maybe I think any good teaching hospital.
I don't know the hospital, but it's in
I don't know the hospital particularly, but my parents had a hospital in mind that is situated in Enugu.
or one at Onitsha.
And then another one in Onitsha, but we've not really had the kind of we don't really have dental issues in my house, kind of. So
And the lockdown.
so we're like, okay, and considering the lockdown, we're like, okay, why don't we just let us take her to the nearest place, and it was a teaching hospital in Oka. At Oka, and Oka is in Anambra State where we reside. Yeah, where my family resides. She's even lucky that I was even in Anambra at that point. Like, she's lucky. Anyway, it's any big deal though. It's no big deal because if I was in Port Harcourt, she wouldn't have even able to just call me on phone and inform me of what happened. But she's lucky that she had me around. So due to the whole lockdown issue, we had to look for a place nearby, and that was it. So take it from there. It's not my show. It's your own. This is your stage right now.
Okay, now the surgical.
Was that all?
Experience.
Okay, yeah, that was all.
For the pre-surgical experience.
Yeah.
So now the surgical experience, the second part.
The surgical experience. Now she's trying to talk about this surgical experience proper, guys. Just listen. This one might excite you guys.
Meanwhile, did I drop my 2 disclaimers early in the future?
No, you didn't drop your disclaimers.
Guys, I need to drop these disclaimers. I know she's been doing pretty well. But the first disclaimer is that just in case moving forward my story doesn't excite her that much, it's not on me. I've already ran the story, everything by her already. So she has the reaction was priceless. The first time experience was priceless, but now Let's see how she would do. Guys, you will now know she
You
could.
know, guys, she's more funny than me. I mean, we are learning work where she is, like in terms of being very humorous and all. But no, I will try. If something is very funny, I don't know how to hold my laughter. I will laugh. So continue.
And the second disclaimer is that this is the most I've talked since the post-surgical operation. Like, this is the most. And if my parents see this, that means a girl will have to be involved actively during prayers.
And in house chores, like I've been basically within no, not really sure, but I've been doing her work small, small, shy.
Just
So
washing plates.
God can be actually casting ourselves. Please, let's go back to the surgical experience, guys. We need to hear it.
So in the morning, my dad announced that I was going to XYZ teaching hospital in Oka. And then I left with my mom for the hospital in the morning. And guys, I was looking good. Like,
You didn't tell them that you did not eat that morning.
okay, I didn't have breakfast.
She could not eat. She could spaghetti that morning and she could not eat.
Yes.
She went to get it in flask, but she came back with the flask full.
No, like I had a little spark in the morning. Just remembering I had a little spark,
I
but
didn't even know.
like usually I don't even eat much. So I was just giving my normal serving of spark, but that day I couldn't even eat up to a quarter of the food. So I just managed to have something in my stomach because my mom was like, have something just in case you have to take an injection or a drug or some stuff like that. So I now packaged the remaining spark into a flask. Then I took it to the hospital with me just in case I get hungry or anything. So by the time I got to the hospital, and guys, I was looking really good. I had this snatch. So I went to the hospital and guys, not so like I was really looking good. And then I had a lot of attention, but then I couldn't feed them. Feed like they were so ravenous for the state of mind I was in. So when I got to the hospital, I went to see the dentist and then he was like, okay, what's wrong with you? And I said, I think I do have an impacted wisdom tooth. And he said, okay, open your mouth, let me check. And then he checked and saw that I did have an impacted tooth. And he gave me two options. He said,
Increase your voice.
okay, then he ran two possible options by me. He said he could either, the first is he could either take out part of the gum and let the tooth grow out and become a full-fledged tooth, or you could remove the tooth since I already have the normal average number of molars for the normal activity of chewing and grinding. Like an extra would be, it's not like I'm craving a lot of chicken or anything, so I could have that extra, that wisdom tooth taken out. So I was like, okay, I think I should take the wisdom tooth out. I would prefer the second option. And he said we could have that done right away. So I told him to give me a minute to run my decision by my mother. Then my mom was like, okay, we can do it if that's a possibility. And guys, that was where the whole drama started. So I was told I lay down on the dental bed. I don't know if that's what's called. Then guys, maybe I will tell you something later. So I lay down, then he gave me a local anesthesia in that part of the gum where the wisdom tooth was situated, injected a shot, it's called a shot, right? So then he brought out his mechanical tools, they felt heavy. I brought them out and then reached out for the wisdom tooth and tugged. I said, I could feel a pain. He said, are you sure it's real pain? Because I just gave you anesthesia. It's just a figment of your imagination, the psychological. I said, sir, it's not psychological. I could feel pain. And he said, okay. Gave me another shot of anesthesia. And by that time, I could feel nothing here. It was swollen and numb, like totally numb. So he now gave me a minute or so to get myself, because I cried out of the injection because I don't know the anesthesia painful. Is this supposed to be painful?
I've not received an anesthesia before, so.
So after
But injections, apart the need alone should actually pain. I don't know. I don't like injection personally.
okay, but I don't think it's just injection. The piercing is
Mm.
the
The
fluid.
content itself was
Yes,
painful.
that.
Okay.
So then after the second shot, I was like half of my face. I couldn't feel anything, just my eyes. Then I could still blink them. Then he reached out for the heavy mechanical tools and into my mouth. I started talking. Now I started crying. Okay, before that, maybe that's even why I'm putting on a hair tie because the wig kept coming off. I will do that. I will bring them down because I still had to slay on the dental bed. He was talking at it, talking at. I was like, huh. And even thank God for the second shot of anesthesia because could have maybe turned from dental health to mental health because the pain was crazy. Then after, as he was talking at it, I started feeling a different kind of pain and it was very painful. And then it was not the pain like the localized pain, which I shouldn't feel because of the local anesthesia, but because of the abrasion of the rough calluses on the man's hand and the mechanical tools against my lips.
Oh God.
God, I even had a sore here. And
Hey.
here, yeah, I had a sore here, but I say because like I'm a chapet freak.
Okay.
I love using chapet. I even introduced her to chapet.
Yeah, and I'm actually wore one on my lips.
And to tell you how like crazy I am about chapet, I applied chapet before I applied this lip here. Because the guy's lips has to be moisturized all the time. So as I was saying, the abrasion and the friction very painful and he was very frantic about getting the tooth out. I was like, hold on a little. It's coming out. It's coming. I don't know. Like even I think even when it was like 15% out, he was like, it's already out. It's already out. All these motivational speakers. It's already out. It's just one more talk and it's out. One more talk and I will cry my eyes out.
Oh
And,
God.
but the guy was, let me not call him a guy. He was a man,
Mm.
maybe in his mid or late 40s. So he is a sympathetic guy. So as he gives me one very forceful talk, he says, sorry, Nugo. Another one, sorry, Nugo. It's almost out. It's already continuously. By the time the tooth was out, I couldn't even see it. I did, like, honestly, I saw what the tooth looks like, but I did not really have a good look at the tooth because I was not myself, guys. My wig was entirely on the headdress. It was separated from my cornrows. Totally betrayed me this week. And then when I was like, look at the tooth. Like I said, I was not really myself. I saw the tooth, but I did not really see the tooth. But I could tell the tooth was way bigger than my normal molars. They were very big, guys. Very big.
Okay, sorry. Just to add there, I think I didn't say something in my previous video. Yeah, an impacted wisdom tooth could be partial or fully impacted. So now hers was partially impacted because you could see the crown of the tooth coming up, like even when we checked it out and even when doctor did that. So we could see the part, like you could see the white tooth. I don't know whether you guys understand what I'm saying.
Enamel.
Yeah, the enamel, the white part of the tooth, the crown, you can see shooting up
This
from
part.
the gum, just very little. But then sometimes it can be fully impacted, like so it's still embedded inside the gum, like you don't yet know that you have something like that because it's just trying to struggle for the space for it to erupt. So hers was what we called, she had what they called partial impaction. Yeah, so all right.
So by the time, like, I was like, just lay down a little, don't stand immediately because I was ready to get the hell out of that room. And I don't even want to call it a surgery because it looks more like an operation because it was very mechanical. Surgery will be giving a very fine name to it. Very mechanical. So let's just call it an operation. I had an operation, guys. So by the time I sat up, he started telling me some do's and don'ts, like what I should do. Then before that, he like tucked in a large white gauze into my mouth to hold my teeth in place. because if it's not there, also it's also there to absorb the blood that could come out from that place and
Okay.
then hold your teeth in place because you could lose composure due to the pain you're going through. You could lose composure and then maybe offset one or two things that shouldn't be offsetted. Then um what else? Then when I sat up, then he was like, "Are you okay to listen to what I have to say?" I was like, "Yeah, go on, go on." Then he said,
You need to tell them that I say you should leave it there for okay.
"Yes." And he said I should leave the course for 30 to 60 minutes. I should not drink water until the course is out, or anything for that matter until the course is out. I should not brush my teeth that night. But if I do have to brush my teeth, very carefully.
You'll advise at that point. So for those that have strong brushes, please, if you undergo a dental surgery, please, like at that point, just shortly before then, just make do with a softer brush. Don't drop the strong one first. Just drop. I know you like strong brush. Just drop it and make use of the soft one for that period till it is completely healed. Then you can now go back to your first love. All right.
So then I it was like, okay, I should not have any solid food till after 2 days or 3 days. When I took mine for like 4 days or 5 days, I wasn't having. I started taking yogurt, aquarafa yogurt.
Chilled one.
Yes,
So
cold
they're
one.
enjoying.
Was I? Then I started taking yogurt and tea and biscuit, guys, because I couldn't even take bread. Bread was still like a lot chewy. I was soaking biscuit, guys. I reached the rock bottom. A girl was soaking biscuits so that I could have something in my system. And then he said, no gargling of water in your mouth, like for the first few days. So if you have water, either you drink it and you can't even spit out. Like that's crazy because you have to keep swallowing your blood, like guys. So you can't spit out because it's going to like some form of pressure will be given to that part and it should not even experience any form of pressure. So no gargling, no spitting out, at least for that day and the next. And then what else? What else? What else?
No hot food. I mean,
Yes,
no hot meals.
yes, and that's why I said I was taking cold yogurt. And then I after I bought he told me to apply cold compress to this part to like improve sensitivity and reduce the swelling. So although I couldn't get ice block, I used very cold pure water and I put on the road to
Yogurt were always chilled, and then the biscuit and tea
tea.
because it was easy for her to soak the biscuit and then insert it in her mouth. So
No, like this. No, like I'll break the biscuit into the cup
okay.
and drink it like that. Like use, and then you can't use drink out of
Okay,
a
so
straw.
if you're not using spoon
I
at
was
all,
using a spoon. Like you can't drink out of a straw because it's going to need a form of pressure, which you
okay,
would not need. So
yeah,
you have to use a spoon to like, and you can't drink like a lot of things. Like you can't gulp. It's too much pressure on that. So you just have to, little by little.
was that all for such experience?
Yeah, the worried guy, and then I left. I was in so much pain. I left the dental office. That's like my
Okay,
surgical.
so that's all for surgical experience. So I think you should go over to the post-surgical experience, her drugs, the pains, blah blah blah. I mean, I don't know.
So guys, by the time I got home, like I held my wire gauze for over an hour. Although it was like you can hold it for 30 minutes to an hour, but I couldn't be too careful. So I held it for over an hour. So this was still in my mouth by the time I got home. The distance from my house, from the hospital to my house, is roughly 30 minutes, give or take. Not even give or take or take.
Hey,
So by the time I got home, it wasn't yet 1 hour, and I wanted to hold my phone 1 hour. So over a little bit over an hour, I didn't really take it out of my mouth. Pain took it, forced it out. The local anesthesia, the 2 shots had worn off.
oh,
Let me first of all tell you, my family they call me Aqua, real Aqua, because I don't like. I'm very composed and I'm free of theatrics and drama. I'm free of that. But that day, I had no shame, guys. I had no shame. Like I could feel. I even wear slippers in the house, but that day I could feel the cold ties against my behind. I was on the floor, guys,
Crying,
crying,
rolling.
rolling. My
Oh,
my family rushed to my room.
oh,
What is it? Hair. It was
oh.
crazy.
It was
I
crazy,
couldn't even
guys.
coordinate myself to get
I
up.
know, like, I went to laugh because, you know, these people not like tag me to be a very wicked person. Like, it's not when it was unlike I, or rather, it's unlike her to be in that situation. So when I saw it,
I'm
it
very
kind of,
composed, guys. I don't do
it
that
kind of,
drama. It's too much.
as in, kind of took me on her waist. Like, I went to laugh, but I saw that it was the tears were really rushing. So
I
I
can't
went,
even remember the last time I like cried like that.
yeah, it's been long. Even I'm not okay. I think I don't know, but the tears were running like tap. It was so
I
no.
can't even cry. I don't even cry for movies. Even for Miracle in Cell 7.
Cell number
I
7.
was even annoyed throughout. So guys,
Like, so you can imagine the pain. Like, Janet explained to you the pain. It was
it
excruciating.
broke me. It
Oh,
humbled me.
oh.
Yeah.
So okay,
Then my family rushed to my room
okay.
and were like, my mom was over my ears. I was like, take your drug now. Take one googie, one googie. Hey, Jesus Christ. I was like,
She's trying to get herself.
I don't like, theatrics, drama that cancelled where I'm at. I'm like, mommy, please don't start now. I couldn't even voice it out because I
Yeah,
had so much more going on. So they organized drug for me, and for the first time in a long time, I drank my drugs with just water. It was that crazy. Because usually I have to wait for Gary.
can imagine.
Carefully insert the drugs
You can imagine.
and use draw soup to swallow it so
It's
that
only draw soup.
usually draw
Okay,
soup
prefer draw
because
soup.
because before it enters the mouth, it's already down your throat. So, but this time I was like, give me the water, give me the drug, give me. And then I was so annoyed with my sister and with medicine, like not really annoyed with you, like annoyed with your field. Like, how is it that the painkillers did not work immediately? I drank it with water.
Am I going to take paracetamol? I've forgotten.
Like
Uh-huh.
when like let me even tell you guys what this hospital gave me, a teaching hospital, as painkiller, paracetamol, guys, just paracetamol. Like, do you know? Thank God I have a medical messiah that saved me from
Your misery.
this stress. And
Ah,
what would
God.
have become of me if I just
To call it out.
sustained myself with just the
Paracetamol.
paracetamol? Guys, I could have mental health to dental health, like I said, I could have
No,
lost it.
dental health to mental health.
Dental health to mental health, I could have lost it finally.
But I have to explain to her, like, I told her to chill out because that most time what hospitals provide for patients are the essential medicines. So if you feel you want to buy, I think if you feel you want to have the one that's more effective and as in like overpriced, like than what they give us, of a higher price than what is being given to in the pharmacy, that's in the hospital that you went to, then you could use your money and go and buy. But they will just give you the basics. But then I was
I
still
feel they
felt I
should
felt
suggest.
yeah, I just felt that it was bad because diclofenac should actually be in a hospital. Ibuprofen should actually be in a hospital, and it's not like she was asked if she had ulcer or anything. You just gave her paracetamol.
And I feel even if
But
like they should have suggested that
mm,
even if this is not being sold here, you need an actual painkiller
yeah, yeah,
because this is real pain, guys. Like I've never felt anything like this. So I think like I've had another medical like condition and had something like I don't know, did they give me painkillers or something?
I can't even remember
Because
because
it
I
was a
was
private hospital, maybe they did.
maybe they did.
But then this one is like and they gave me just paracetamol. So by the time my sister was because my sister the first time I had to take my drugs after the operation, called operation, guys. She rummaged through my drug waterproof nylon bag and saw that they gave me paracetamol and she was like, paracetamol, and then she asked for a painkiller at home because we usually have drugs, all thanks to my staff for different situations. So once you say, hey, Ishina, one my head, go and take this, go and take that, go and take this. So they gave me
Yeah, I had to.
ibuprofen.
Yeah, I had to. Because I know my like, please, do we have any other more potent painkiller here in the house? And people were bringing up different ones they had, like from where we kept them. So they brought the drug called choclofenac, and that's a combination of paracetamol. That's paracetamol 500 milligram plus diclofenac 50 milligrams. So it was pretty much higher than the one she was giving in the hospital. So I feel that she should just make do with this. Like,
So then they didn't feel like when I took the drug instead of the paracetamol, because I wasn't even taking the paracetamol in that initial stage because this is raping, guys. So, but then I became angry at medicine again 2 hours later because the painkiller wore off. Like, how can it be?
what did medicine do to you?
What did you not do to me? I said asking her, like, do you have stronger ones? Like, I want one I'll just take in the morning and then I don't have to take till like late in the evening. And she said that I'm becoming too addicted to painkillers. And I think I was addicted because once I feel any slight pain, I take another painkiller. Like 2 3 hours later, I was always taking painkillers.
Yeah.
My painkillers finished before the even other medicine, and I bought others. Bought another.
Yeah, but I actually had to tell her that I wasn't comfortable with what she was doing. In fact, I had to caution her very well that you're gradually getting addicted to these painkillers, and you get to a point when your body develops tolerance to it, and that when you should not take the like quantity should be appropriate for a condition, it won't work for you. So I told her, and then I had to now ensure, like I stepped in to ensure that she was now taking it. Like I think now she doesn't take it again.
But I
Like,
still have it to see my container. This is not really Pringles, so not it's just like a container where I keep my drugs.
say, this
This
is
is
serious. So she had to. Okay,
yeah, because this is my
these are
room.
rooms, so
Yeah,
and we are using her table.
yeah,
So I think that's why drugs are here.
yeah. This is the painkiller, and then this is like my vitamin C and other vitamin C inside. Hey, talking about table, I was also doing salt water solution. I am still doing that
Like I don't think they heard you well.
salt water solution. Like I use it in my mouth.
Okay.
Like you just get warm water. This is my hot water flask. You pour some like boil water and keep it here. Then this is my salt water cup. Yeah. So you pour the water here, the hot water here. And this is my container of salt. So you pour your hot water, you pour your salt and you stir. Make sure it's not too hot. Just if you were to take tea, like the degree of hotness you're comfortable with. So that's the same thing. You need it to be a little bit above, a little warm and a little slightly above warm because there's a needed reaction that needs to go on. And if it's warm or room temperature, if it's too warm or room temperature, it's going to not really do the needed action. And then salt also is antibacterial or something like that.
You're right. Yeah. So
Guys,
she has really been researching. Anyway, that's what happens when you have a health worker in your midst. Don't mind me. And that's why I'm bringing this to you so that you too also, like, the idea of all this is just to empower you to take charge over the determinants of your health. Because if you just stay like this, you don't know the one that is doing you before you know self. That's that story. So now what I salt water now basically is antibacterial, as she said. Now what it does, it increases the pH of the solution. Now it makes it more alkaline. I think that's the right thing, more alkaline. And then bacteria and most other species of that kind don't thrive well. They don't survive in alkaline solution. They do that more in acidic solution. Yeah, so the the salt water helps them do that to also help to reduce, because that place is bare. Yeah, a surgery was just carried out there, so that place is bare and is prone to infection. That's why she was also given a combination that she also was giving metronidazole, what we know as flagyl, and I think, was it ampicillin? I mean,
I don't know.
no, she was giving
I know I was giving two different.
no, okay, she was giving ampicillin. Yeah, because it was not ampiclos. Yeah, I think it was given no, I didn't really take time to check it, but I think it was given ampicillin. Yeah, and flagyl as the antibacterial drugs, alongside with the salt water which she was told to
I think
use.
another, like I forgot to tell them, like one of the things that made me very addicted to the pain, because I don't think it's just the localized pain of having
Okay,
a tooth removed. Like when you have a tooth on a gum, usually there is a gum that surrounds the tooth by the left, the right, behind, in front. But mine, because it's here and there's not even enough space, guys. I don't know what's wrong with that tooth. What's up? Like part, like the gum now, the outer part here was not even the gum. It was the insides of my cheek. Like,
okay. What she's trying to explain was that.
so by the time the tooth was taken out,
Okay,
and I don't know if it's a nerve or many nerves were traumatized.
yeah,
So it caused, I was now dealing with the pain from the tooth extraction,
yeah,
that's the localized pain, and
and
then,
traumatized nerves.
and yeah,
Okay, what she's
so
trying to
that was a
explain
lot of
clearly,
pain.
'cause I know some people are not hearing her or they're struggling to hear her, is that normally,
And
if
because the nerve, like, is runs from here to here, like that same nerve. Experientially, I'm telling you from my experience, and then something I think I've read online, the same nerve connects down to this part. So it was a jolting sensation. And sometimes it still hits me, it just hits me. Maybe because I'm talking about it.
okay, so what she's trying to explain is that the impacted tooth, the impacted wisdom tooth wasn't just situated only on the gum. Yeah, it's also attached itself to
The
the
insides,
inside of her cheek. So it was like it was not just the gum that was traumatized during the surgery. That side of her cheek was, and it affected some nerves around that area. So it made it like a
pain
dual pain, like,
situations
yeah. So it
going on.
wasn't, yes, it wasn't just the gum now. That side of her cheek was also affected, and that would made her healing pretty slow. Yes, and I think that was what increased her addiction to the painkillers, because it was, I
Crazy.
mean, the pain was crazy for her. It really was. So I think is that all you have to about post-surgical experience?
Just give yourself time to heal.
Okay.
Don't stress.
Yeah.
If it was anything like mine, so I was going through nerve trauma, and trauma, nevertheless, guys, trauma. I was traumatized. I was going through nerve trauma and then to localized pain. So just give yourself time to heal, and then be committed to taking your drugs. Guys, I'm committed actually to things. I was not committed to taking my drugs, but guys, I saw things, guys. Things saw me. Let me tell you how. Because I usually wait for like Gary to have
Okay.
my drugs and everything, because I'm not even a drug person. So if I have to take drugs, it has to be like real cause. I have to feel an impounding in my head to know I need a paracetamol. I have to feel a lot of pain to know I need a painkiller. So I knew I needed to take my drugs. Although, like, my painkillers, I wasn't waiting for Gary, or like me, I just stand up from my bed, I just take it and go back to bed. But the others, they have to prepare Gary for me. The Gary has to get cold because you can't have hot things.
Yeah.
Gary has to get cold. And even if there is soap at home, or if there was soap at home, I would take them with soap. But sometimes when there's no soup, I was taking with honey, guys, or my yogurt, like
Gary and
yogurt. Just
honey. Try that out.
let me tell you how it feels. You feel like vomiting, like throwing it up.
Are you
Because
serious?
what the thing with honey is that honey is like I
I
don't
think
know.
that honey also helps aided
Oh yeah, honey
wound
helps with healing. That's why I was like, okay,
healing.
let me take it
Yeah.
with honey, or let me take it with my yogurt, because yogurt, I was also taking yogurt. Honey is like a narcissist. He wants you to experience him entirely. So if you notice, if you're taking honey, you can't just swallow honey. You have to savour the sweetness. Have you noticed with honey? So when you use honey to try to swallow, honey is saying, don't swallow me, experience me, taste. Let your taste buds feel good, and in your head it's like I can't experience this thing. I have to swallow it. So it's like a tension goes on and it's crazy. But then guys, we survived. I'm a survivor. I would say I have the marks to show it, but I have a gape in my mouth. So show it. Hopefully it feels soon.
Okay, guys, so I really want to appreciate her for being here on our channel, on my channel, sorry, because I think she actually poured out, she actually released every information she had about this impacted wisdom tooth. And so I told you guys I'm going to talk about the signs and symptoms. What she talked about was just the pain, and was it just the pain? Yeah, she had just a pain on her jaw. Yeah, some people can also have swollen jaw. Like it could be that bad that the jaw will be swollen. Her jaw wasn't swollen like the parent when she complained about the pain. But some people can actually have swollen jaw. Some people can have tenderness around that area. If the infection has been so bad, it can ooze out bad breath, guys. So please don't wait till your mouth is not smelling to actually take the required step. Yeah, so that's why I'm bringing this to you so that you will get to know what an impacted wisdom tooth is, and then know how to get your way around it. So I told you guys I want to talk about the measures from my previous video based on how to help your dental hygiene and all that. So basically you can actually carry out, or you can actually observe a 6 month dental checkup with your dentist so that they can monitor the existence of any impacted wisdom tooth before it emerges. And also you can also do what they call dental x-rays so that they can also check that. And you can also decide too, you must not wait for it to get to be complicated. You can also decide to remove it. That is your choice, guys. Like I'm not saying you should. You can decide to remove it so that not to prevent further complications, or you leave it and then when it disturbs you, probably you now get it off. So where you now get it out. So that will be the end of my video today. If you
I want us to like check the pharmacist if she has any impacted wisdom tooth.
I checked mine with Miro.
Let me check. I have a phone here.
Like you gonna like I'll be opening my mouth no. I checked mine in the mirror. So
Yeah,
guys,
let's
you
check
guys should
now.
check yours. No,
Wait.
that is somehow. No. No, not on my video. Guys, I've checked mine, so I'm encouraging guys to check yours.
Guys, I'm
You
a
use
pro in this impacted
oh,
tooth
see pro. So guys,
diagnosis. I know what's up.
I've checked mine and I actually found I had an impacted tooth. Yeah, I actually do.
I'm just hearing this.
I
But that was why she like opposed it. The initial opposition.
So guys, go and look at the mirror and check yours. And people have not really noticed that. So don't check yours. Use mirror and check. Is there one small teeth that is shooting up at the back of your molars? I'm sure you know what your molars pretty look like. So just check it out and then know what to.
Guys, I really do wish we did not have like a test run of this conversation, because the initial conversation was lit, guys. Now myself just trying to force our reactions, but then
I'm not forcing my reactions. Like they are
yeah.
natural. Yes.
But like
If I want to laugh, I've been laughing in the video
no,
now.
she has tried. Like guys, she tried, but you can't compare the initial spontaneous reaction to this, because she has obviously heard it. But guys, I know you guys love my gist.
So if you like
I
this
hope you
video,
guys
please
love
give
my
it a
gist.
big thumbs up. And if you actually had a similar experience as I said in the previous video, please do not fail to, maybe before you had it and you're like you don't know that was it. So with the experience now, that's kind of enlightening you to know that that was what happened to you. So you can leave that at the comment section, in the comment section. And then if you look at the mirror and you notice that you saw an impacted teeth, you just say yay in the comment section. So I think that will be all for this video. Please do not fail to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share to your friends and family members so that they can come in and get to be enlightened about this impacted wisdom tooth. Guys, you can see that it was not a small beans for her,
More.
and many more health topics will be I'll be dishing to you guys on this platform. And so before I will go, I won't do a prayer this time around. She told me that there was a song that was ringing in her head that period. Like, I know she'd known I'll bring this up. Like, she told that she had a song that was ringing in her head that period when during the challenges of the impacted wisdom tooth. And I don't know.
It was a trying time, guys.
So I think we'll just see that song to just end the video.
She will sing it.
Oh god, this is a setup.
She brought it up.
Okay, I don't, guys, we should not mind them. We should please don't mind my voice.
Mind her.
I did not plan to sing the song, so she will later tell you the artist of the song and all that. So I think just will just sing I would just, and if she cares to join me, because I know the song goes this way. I will just sing just two major lines in the song. Something more than gold. I have something more than gold. Something more than gold. I have something more than gold. If all I have is Jesus. If all I have is Jesus, I have something more than gold. I'll scream it to the world. Jesus is more than gold. More than gold, more than gold. I have something more than gold. I'll tell it to the world. Jesus is more than gold. Thank you guys for watching this video. Okay.
So, guys, I had to lip sync so that I don't slander it any more than she has already done. So it's by JDK featuring Mercy Chinwo. Something more than gold.
Yeah, so you guys can go look it up and enjoy this song more than what I did.
Please.
Alright, so thanks for watching this video. Till I see you next time. Bye. Remember, health and gist with Amara. Don't miss out.